Hey everybody, what's up? The energy that we're starting off with is one where it looks like you have accomplished something. This can be like a goal that you'd been working towards. It can be something that you have been like working on to produce. This can also indicate that like something that you've been wanting to come to fruition has come to fruition now. It feels like finally something has arrived that you have been kind of like gaining momentum with, and this can be a moment when you can be seeing ultimately results of that. Because I'm seeing the Empress be connected to it, it can be something that it was like just rightfully meant to be yours. But there can also be an indication too for some of you, like it feels like it's going to be split. Some of you guys, this can just be something that was kind of like owed to you, that you're supposed to be having this. Like this can be an inheritance or something like that. For others of you, this can be maybe a project that you've been working on where now like the final production is there of that. I'm looking at 10 of Pentacles and I'm looking at the Empress. So this can be something that you really put your heart and your love and work into, and now you can be seeing something come of that. Some of you can be like selling something that you've been working on too. I'm seeing stuff about duplicates as well. Whatever it is, this can be something that you feel like love and passion for, having the Empress be there. And I'm also seeing that this is leading into a new chapter for you. So I'm seeing you be kind of like on a high right now. Some of you too, you can be getting offered something, like you can be getting offered money or like a position that would maybe pay something that you want, or it would connect you with like resources or a network that you'd want. This can also be too that you're getting really clear on certain goals that you have, and this next chapter that you're starting can be about accruing that, and it can be about working on that. So maybe there are some things within 3D that you're like 100%, this is definitely what I want to be working on. It's really important to me. This is what I want to achieve. I'm lining things up to really make that possible for myself. I'm going to work really hard. I'm going to be really ambitious. We have 8 of Pentacles and we have Knight of Wands here. Work really hard, be ambitious with what I'm doing, not going to give up. Taking this on can at times be challenging, but I'm overall really excited about this. And some of you too, like, I get the Empress is feeling like a fairy godmother energy to me. Some of you guys, you can have like an energy that's coming through. It can be linked to a person or a scenario that feels like, I don't think that this is just luck. This feels like something that you attracted because of the state that you're in. But I almost get it being like, I don't think that this was your aim that this would happen. Because the 8 of Pentacles, I'm seeing as being your own energy, looks like it's not even facing this thing that's coming through for you. Like, you see how this is? You're just over here working on stuff. Like, some of you, you're getting an award even for what you've been working on. You're just over here working on stuff. Like, you're focused on the work that you're doing. You're not even thinking about this. But this looks like something or somebody coming through, like just giving you something. And because this is coming out, it seems like it's somehow linked to the work that you've been doing. And I see a lot of effort and energy you've been putting into what you've been working on. But yeah, you see how that Ace of Pentacles, because the Ace of Pentacles can be when something like in 3D is materializing. See how the hand is offering it? But it feels like you're focused on what you're doing. This is just like something that comes maybe as a byproduct. But I see with the Empress and 10 of Pentacles, this would be something like really, really amazing that's connected with this. I get again like fairy godmother energy with that Empress there. Like something, this can be something that you see as being very, very good. That's happening, very, very wanted, very, very desirable. Okay, and we have Saturn here too, which shows that you've been putting in work for a while. So this isn't just like you picked up something and like magically this is happening. This can be actually like something that's very well earned for all of the work that you've put in. Yeah, some of you guys, you can be getting a bonus too. That can be something. Can be like a gift of some sort. Yeah, I'm seeing this be a huge win for you. This is specifically linked to the work that you've been doing, like presently. It seems like it also gives you more room to work within as well. I see you've been having to be like kind of strict with yourself too, because some of you guys, there can be some like occasional distractions that pop up in the environment, or like even certain things that you were doing before that you're like, I can't let this make me lose my focus. This new chapter, it feels like there's a more serious tone that's happening. It can either be like more serious, more strict, more disciplined, more discerning, or just like really focused on something where there are other things that you may not be paying mind to anymore. Even if this is just like your own stuff that you were doing before, where you were like, yeah, I was like a little bit loose around the edges before with this, and I'm not going to be doing that anymore. I'm going to like really stick to the plan that I have here. Seems like it's connected with this. Now, although for some of you, like this can definitely have money be involved in it, it can be really anything that you see as being cherished within 3D. So it will be something important to you on that front. So it will be anything that can like manifest physically, which it doesn't have to be money. It can be money, but there are other things that can be too. Like having pentacles, it can have to do with like physical form and stuff. For some of you, this can have to do with your body. It can have to do with certain relationships. It can have to do with like resources. It can have to do with housing. It can have to do with even like energy levels. That can be something as well, like productivity. I'm getting like something surrounding that, especially like having 10 of Pentacles and having Empress is this like I'm feeling really, really good. I'm also seeing 9 of Cups be connected with the Empress too. So this can be something that you wanted, like something that you wanted within your life. And now you can be seeing that happen, that this is coming through, and you can feel excited. You have to be mindful of the way that you're channeling your energy, because I see at times you can have like a volume of energy that comes up, and you have to make sure that all of that is going towards, you just have to be channeling deliberately. Because I see that if it's kind of like a little bit of, it's like a puppy within the energy where you have to be like training that aspect of your energy. Otherwise it's going to kind of like wreak havoc and run wild and loose here. And it can be kind of accidentally, it will be inadvertently like going in directions that may not be helping what you're doing here. So you just have to be careful about that, because I see this very big like excitement that's coming up. And because of that, it feels like you have a limited resource of that energy. It needs to be like channeled into what you want specifically, and it's important that that's what it's being used for. Otherwise you can even be like, it went to waste because I wasn't using it in the best way possible. So that can also be something about this chapter as well, that you have kind of the green light for what you're doing here, and you can be wanting to just channel your energy deliberately because of that, and you see it as a great opportunity to be doing that, where it's really going to count and it really is going to add up to you and it really is going to be effective. And so this feels like giving yourself the best like opportunity possible. I'm also seeing something about making the right choices too, even when they can be the more difficult or narrow path to go down, but that it's what you know to be right for yourself, even if it can be more challenging. Maybe you also do have to be I'm seeing Knight of Wands be connected with 9 of Swords. I think that this has to do with you being seen. Because Empress is connected with Nine of Swords, so this can be like just you as you are in your organic energy and whatever it is that you're like emanating and whatever it is that you're kind of like birthing into creation, even just like you as your own being. Nine of Swords can be like feeling uncomfortable. For some of you, it can be feeling uncomfortable in like maybe the spotlight that you're in too. That can be something. And I mean, like, what is a spotlight? For some of you, this can be something more local. For others of you, this can be like something more like national even. But whatever it is, if the Empress is just like you and your organic energy, having Nine of Swords can be like concerns as they're specifically related with that. I want to see though. I don't know if this is just like some stress maybe that you've been going through with Nine of Swords in the world. Like you can be even going through something with Saturn that has been, I'm hearing depressing you. Okay, so some of you may be having some mood stuff going on, like emotional things. I want to clarify this Nine of Swords. Because to have Knight of Wands above Nine of Swords, Knight of Wands is when you have to be like brave and you have to just take something on. Nine of Swords can be when you feel like scared to do that, or it's kind of like, it's like getting too in your head and not enough in the present moment. It's like kind of going up to bat, and if you're worried, the ball's gonna like roll right by you and you're gonna like miss that swing completely with too much of that Nine of Swords energy. But yeah, maybe this is just something where you have to be kind of like up and out there, and there can be a feeling of just being uncomfortable with that, with this side of your energy. I don't know if it's just like unusual for you to channel this. That can be it too. It's a side of you. It just may be a side of you that, I don't know, you stress about this side of yourself. Maybe you don't feel as connected with this side of yourself. It can be a part of your energy that maybe you feel like you have some blockages when it comes to channeling that. Yeah, I see this most of all like bravery is being required of you, and it can be something that maybe feels kind of terrifying, but you have to make sure that you're channeling this the way that you want to, so it's yielding the results that you want and not taking you somewhere that you don't want it to be taking you. But you have to be disciplined, because this can be, I'm getting confirmation of this can be a part of your energy that's like, I just want to do whatever I want. But then it can like act from a place that's more unconscious, and then it can keep you in certain loops that you don't want to be in. So you kind of have to wrangle this energy in, and you have to very deliberately tell it where to go. But yeah, this feels exciting because I am seeing a chapter that you wanted that's materializing now. And that it seems like you've been very, very deliberate, like did exactly what you needed to do in order to make this come about. Like this is feeling very mastermind to me. And that can also be something that continues into this chapter too, where it's like every move, it feels kind of like tireless. Every move that you're making, like so much attention that's being paid to everything that's happening. But yeah, your excitement and your drive, your motivation and your ambition and just like your bravery and courage overall is really going to help you. I'm seeing like the more you can tap into that side of your nature, that can be very raw and powerful, that's going to be very helpful to you, and to not hold yourself back. Maybe there's also some anxiety going into this next chapter too. Like maybe that's also what this Nine of Swords is about. Like it can be something where you have to kind of just let yourself go for something that you want here, but then having Nine of Swords be looking at the world, it can be this feeling of like, oh, I'm really getting this started, or this is really happening, or I'm really signing on for this. And maybe there's just a feeling of like anxiety and pressure. Like maybe that's what it's coming from. This can be like stuff about your self-worth that's being triggered by this situation too. Like if you have some insecurities within yourself, you can see that kind of coming up because it's in some way being touched by this chapter that started. So you can maybe see where you're not like the most comfortable or the most confident, just like certain areas or certain like wounding type stuff that can come up too. Like even feelings of where you may not be enough, that can be something. And I mean, it can be on a sliding scale too. For some of you, this can be something big. For others of you, it can be like passing feelings that you get of anxiety before you're about to enter into like the next chapter where you start like maybe getting a bit nitpicky about things with yourself. Like this can be a little bit perfectionism type of energy too. It can be being overwhelmed maybe by all of the information that you're getting as well. That can be something. I think that about covers it. I'm going to start to put cards back and see if there are any other details. Yeah, new chapter has definitely arrived. Maybe some of you guys, you were like losing your motivation or losing your drive. Like you could have been showing up and putting work in, but there could have been something going on the... It's like physically you were showing up, but maybe something else was happening where like maybe you weren't totally present to what you were doing. Maybe you felt like your energy wasn't totally there. Could have not been feeling great as well. This can be like maybe a loss of passion that was happening. I don't know if this was just like, I'm not feeling it right now and I need some time to reconnect with my energy and then I'll be in it again, or if this is like a bigger sign of something. But I do see maybe like a wavering that was being experienced. Some of you too, I'm seeing like this has to do specifically with like a relationship or a big commitment that you have within your life where you could have been showing up and participating, but maybe there was a feeling of not really emotionally feeling connected to what you were doing. So like physically you were showing up, but if somebody was really like looking you in your eyes, it could have been like a little bit empty, like half-hearted maybe. But yeah, maybe you were in some situation where nobody was even bothering to check in with you too. So you're kind of like showing up and doing it, but could have felt a little bit like there wasn't really a light behind your eyes when it came to this. Yeah, I don't know if this is like a separate message or if all of this has to do with one another, but I see something like you could have found yourself in a situation where like you could have been wanting more, you could have been wanting different. I think different is really the right word, but that could have been something that, and maybe still does, it could be something that like scares you, could be something that terrifies you because it's like maybe something that you want, it's not really going away, and maybe something that you've had going on, it just like doesn't feel right to you. But this can also be too when you're entering into a situation and wondering if it's gonna kind of fulfill what you need it to. honesty, like radical self-honesty is going to be really helpful in moving through this cycle. All right, we're going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting and tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.